Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. In our previous video, we have covered the new concept of default methods and static methods inside the interface in detail. In case you have missed it, click on the I button on the top of this screen. Coming back to this video, in this video, we will see what are predefined functional interfaces. We will also cover one of the predefined functional interfaces, that is predicate functional interface. We will see its syntax and how and where we can use the predicate functional interface. What are the default and static methods that comes up with this functional interface, and what is predicate joining and predicate chaining. So before wasting any time, let's get started. Java 8 has provided some predefined, or I would say built-in functional interfaces to make our programming easier. Moreover, predefined functional interfaces include most commonly used methods which are available to a programmer by default. In our day-to-day programming, many times we came across recurring functionalities to be developed. In that case, we can utilize the predefined functional interfaces instead of creating our own every time. This will obviously save our development time and minimize the chances of mistakes. Java comes up with many predefined functional interfaces. Some of the important functional interfaces are predicate, function, consumer, supplier, unary operator, binary operator, etc. Each and every predefined functional interface has its own characteristics. All these functional interfaces belong to java.util.function package and are annotated with @functional interface annotation. So, what is a predicate functional interface? So, forget about Java. What does a predicate mean? So, in scientific logic, a function that accepts an argument and in return generates a Boolean value as an answer is known as a predicate. Similar is the case with Java. So, in Java programming language, a predicate functional interface of Java is a type of function which accepts a single value or argument and does some sort of processing on it, and then it returns either true or false as the answer. That is, it returns a Boolean value. In other words, we can say that it is used for conditional checks. We can use these predicates in Streams API to filter our stream components on the basis of certain conditions. We will see this in our upcoming videos. Now let's understand the syntax of predicate functional interface. So predicate is defined like this. It is annotated with @functional interface annotation. It contains only one method, that is test. So you can remember this method like predicate is used for testing the input and tells you whether the input is true or false. However, from its method signature, Boolean test T, it is clear that it takes input parameter and returns a Boolean value. Here, T is the type of input to the predicate, and since this is a functional interface, we can happily use it to invoke or assign a lambda expression. Now let's see some examples to understand the predicate functional interface. Let's assume I want to write a function that tells me whether the given number is even or not. So here we have a predicate interface, and so here what we are expecting is we are expecting that the function should return true when the number is even, and it should return false when the number is not even. So what I'll do is first I'll try to write this without a lambda expression. So in Java 7, what we'll do is we will create a class that will implement the predicate and provide the implementation for abstract method test. So our code will look something like this. Public class check even number which implements the predicate interface. This also overrides the test methods and return true if the number is even, else it returns false. So to invoke this, I will write another function that will create an object of check even number, and then I'll call this method by check.test. So what we can do is we can write the same code with the lambda expression. So before writing the code for lambda expression, what we'll do is we'll convert this test method to a lambda expression. So how we can convert this to a lambda expression? We can convert it like this. Predicate of integer check even, where I is the number and it will check whether I is an even number or not. So what I can do is I can directly write this code in my main method instead of creating an object of check even number and then calling it. So my code for the main method will look something like this. So let's see this code into the action. So here we have a class check even number that implements the predicate interface. Here we have overridden the test method that takes integer as an input and it returns whether the given number is even or not. Then we have a demo class where we have created the instance for check even number, and then we have called the check.test to see if the number is true or false. So here for 5 I'll get false because it is not an even number, and for 10 I'll get true because it is an even number. So let me compile this code. Java C check even number.java. Now let me compile the demo class. Now we will just run this demo class. So here we are getting false for 5 and true for 10. So what I'll do is I'll replace this code with the lambda expression. So first I'll import the predicate and then I'll replace this with predicate of integer check equals to I tends to I mod 2 equals to 0. Let me save and compile this code. So I'll again compile it java c demo.java and I'll run it java demo. So we are getting the same output. So I hope now you have a basic understanding of predicate function interface. In our upcoming videos, we will see some more examples of predicate function interface. So I hope you like this video, and if you like this video, do like, share and subscribe. If you have any if you have any doubts, you can tell us in the comment section. Stay tuned for yet another videos on Java 8. Till then, take care, bye bye, and thank you for watching.